Okay, exercise 2. Left-hand column. Sensation number 2. Dizziness and lightheadedness. It's very often a horrible feeling when you're suffering from panic disorder. Anxious thoughts will be, I will pass out, faint, or even fall down. That's your misinterpretation and your catastrophization. Alright, your alternative perspective now will be, dizziness is a common symptom of anxiety. It's just caused by the fight or flight response. You can look back in workbook number 1 and really look into that. So, practice on the right hand side, you're going to make yourself dizzy. You're going to make yourself feel a symptom of dizziness. Alright, you're not going to bring on a panic attack. That's not what I'm asking. You're just going to mimic that feeling that you get. So you can either spin in an office chair, so just turn round and round and round in your office chair, or just stand up and spin and spin and spin until you feel dizzy. Alright? You're going to drop your usual safety behaviors, because if you use safety behaviors in this, then you're not really experiencing the sensation fully. So it doesn't make any sense. So it's important to drop your usual safety behaviors, which would be sitting or lying down, or holding on to something, holding on to a wall. And an additional experiment in this, which is very powerful, is after you've stopped spinning, even stand on one leg, and you will see, and close your eyes as well, and you will see that you can hold yourself up. So you'll go from thinking, if I feel dizzy, I'll fall down, to thinking, I can make myself dizzy, close my eyes, stand on one leg, and I don't fall down. It's fantastic. It's amazing. Okay? So your whole attitude, your whole belief about that feeling of dizziness will dramatically change. And imagine if you did this every single day, you make yourself slightly dizzy. So day 1, you make yourself dizzy. And day 1, you don't like it very much because it's something you try to avoid. Day 2, you do it again. You're not quite as anxious as day 1. Okay? And so on. Day 3, day 4, day 5. And you're just doing it bit by bit, and you're getting much used to it. Observe. Okay? Again, observe the effects of any anticipatory anxiety beforehand, any misinterpretation, catastrophization, and how everything changes as you implement your new understanding and your new skills. And then again afterwards in your worksheet, reflect. It's important to fill in the worksheet every time, okay? I did not fall down or faint even when I stood on one leg. And then you can read that in every worksheet and you can see the results, the evidence. Exercise 3, sensation on the left hand side, feeling of choking. So that feeling you get, there's a lump in your throat, very unpleasant feeling. And your misinterpretation, catastrophization, I'm going to stop breathing, I'll choke to death. That's what you feel. Alternative perspective based on your new understanding. A feeling of choking is a very common symptom of anxiety. A lot of people get it. It can be caused by the fight or flight response and is due to tension in my throat and neck muscles when the fight or flight response kicks in. So the practice, swallow but hold it midway in your throat. So you're swallowing but you don't finish it off, and that mimics that feeling that you get. So you swallow, but you hold it halfway, and it feels unpleasant. Okay? And that mimics that sensation that you don't like, so that you can practice with it, so you can get used to it, so you can desensitize to it, so that you can test your skills out on it, so that you can see if anything actually happens. And again, drop your safety behaviors. What are your usual safety behaviors? Gulping for air, coughing, drinking water, or just rubbing your throat, or going out for air. Just, you want to drop the safety behaviors because you're wanting to experience the sensation so that you can get used to it. This is an experiment. It's a gradual exposure experiment. Again, observe if you've got anticipatory anxiety about doing this, how you misinterpret when it happens, how you catastrophize, and what changes take place when you apply your new understanding and your skills. Reflect, I didn't choke. Even if I had, choking is not particularly dangerous. Lots of people choke. It can happen to lots of people, okay, who don't come to any harm. Exercise 4. Sensations this time: dizziness, lightheadedness, tingling, derealization. So there'll be lots of thoughts with this, lots of misinterpretations, catastrophizations. Something seriously wrong with me, I'm going to collapse, I'm going mad. So again, alternative perspective. These are very common symptoms of anxiety caused by the fight or flight response. Look up workbook 1 and you'll get more details on that. So the practice for this one is that you're going to mimic these feelings by making yourself hyperventilate. Right? I'm not asking you to have a panic attack, remember, just asking you to mimic the sensations. So the way you can make yourself hyperventilate is if you breathe deeply and rapidly for 2 minutes. Okay? And that's just a simple way to make yourself hyperventilate, because that's kind of nearly what happens when the fight or flight response happens. You're breathing rapidly, not quite that rapidly, but that eventually leads to a slight feeling of dizziness, and you can feel slightly unreal. Alright? And you can see how this shows you that that feeling can happen through normal reasons. And what you're going to do, remember, drop safety behaviors. So when you get any of these sensations, normally you sit down, you lie down, you hold on to something, you ask for reassurance, anything. You want to drop those safety behaviors. You want to experience this sensation every day. If this is the sensations that bother you most, then you do this every day until you just get used to this. So if I did that every day and I knew I was doing it deliberately and I wanted to experience it, you get used to it every day. Observe, again, effects of any anticipatory anxiety about doing the exercise. Your misinterpretation, catastrophization when you feel the sensations, and what changes occur when you apply your new understanding, coping skills. Again, afterwards in your worksheet, reflect what happened, what actually happened. Nothing bad actually happened.